You're all like, wow, kind of confusing. Okay, so there are three properties you got to learn about here. Okay, one is called the product, the quotient, and the power properties, right? That's what you're going to learn. All right, so here's the thing. Product means multiply, right? Product means multiply. Yes? Yeah, sorry. Product means multiply, right? Okay, so look at this. You're having log b m times n. So whenever you multiply, that means you're going to add, right? You're going to add. So multiply those two together, that means you're going to add the logs together. Okay, the second one is quotient. Quotient means to divide, right? Okay, so whenever you divide, division means subtraction. So multiplication means addition. Division means subtraction. You guys kind of know these things. You've used these before with other things, with bases. Okay, and the third one now is power property, right? Which is simple as can be. When you have a power, what you do is you swing this power to the front of the logarithm, like this. So you get log b m to the n, right? You swing the n to the front, it becomes n log b of m. Okay, so these are three kind of basic properties you got to learn to do logarithms. Okay, now we're going to use these to expand this. Okay, so look at this example number 1. You've got log base 6 of 5x cubed over yz squared. What you're doing is you got a small little logarithm which you're now going to expand out into being nothing a very long, drawn out problem, right? And the reason we do this is because that then helps us to solve them later. Okay, so here we go. Look, log 6, 5x cubed divided by yz squared. Division means subtraction. So look what I'm going to write down. Log 6, 5x cubed minus log 6 yz squared. So subtract them first. No, we're not yet. That's going to come in a future lesson. We're just learning how to manipulate it right now. The solving comes later. Nope, that's not it. Okay, now it looks like you hope it is, but it's not. Okay, now let me ask you this. 5x cubed means what? That means 5 times x cubed, right? So multiplication means addition, right? So look what I'm going to write down now. Log 6, 5, right? Okay, plus log 6x cubed. Making sense? 5x cubed means 5 times x cubed. So the multiplication means addition. Okay, now look at the second one. Log 6yz squared. That means log 6y, yeah, plus log 6z squared, right? Log 6y plus log 6z squared, right? Once again, multiplication means addition. All right, now let me ask you this. Look, when you read this, right, you see this right here, it's being divided by what? All of this, right? By all of this. So here's the thing. Because it's divided by not just this here, but also this guy over here, you're going to put parentheses around it, right? Because I'm dividing by both of those guys, not just one of them. So you put parentheses like that. So all this stuff is being divided into log 6.5 plus log 6x cubed. Okay, once again, because it's being divided by all of it, right? You see, look here, it's being divided by yz squared. But without that, without the parentheses, it's saying I'm only dividing it by this and not by this. You see, it's totally different. So I'm dividing it by both of them. Okay. All right, now let's go to the next part now. Okay, look at this. You see the powers? So what do you do with the powers? You swing them to the front, because now we're going to go to swing. Here we go, swing, and we swing, right, like this. Okay, so now we're going to write down log 6.5, right, plus 3 log 6x minus log 6y plus 2 log 6z. And now you've done everything you can do to it. You've expanded totally, right? So guess what? That's the answer. You say, oh, you got it. It's cake. Oh my gosh, man, that's exactly right. It's natural log 12 minus natural log 5. That's the answer. You got it. That's how easy this is, right? Once again, it's when we get a bunch of them all mixed together. Once again, we got to build you to that point. Then it gets a little bit more involved. Okay, all good? All right, let's go to the next page now. Okay, now on the second page, right, I showed the second period all this. And they're going like, oh my gosh, this looks like it's getting really confusing. And so the first period, and then we said, okay, which one would you want me to do? And they all said, oh, do number 15. That looks really confusing. I thought, oh, okay, let's do 15. Okay, all right, so look, you got natural log of fourth root of x cubed, right? Okay, now look, you guys know how to do this, and here's one. Okay, oh, you know what? It's right, you got it. You got it, good job, it's right, okay? So what you do, so you guys were all taught this earlier in the year, remember? This is when we say, okay, look, there's a knock at the door. Okay, can anybody come out to play, remember? We used to do that stuff, right? Okay, yes, we did. We did these lessons, right? Well, all right, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's x to the third. There are three guys living in the house, right? But what kind of a house is it? It's a fourth root house. Remember, it's the 3/4 power. So that means natural log of x to the 3/4 power. All this stuff you learned earlier in the year. Okay, and now what do? Swing it to the front. Just go do a swing job on this, right? Like that, right? So you get this answer. 3/4 natural log x. That's it. That's the whole problem. Right there. Now we got to learn how to condense the log to make it smaller, right? Now we're going to learn how to condense the log, how to make it smaller. Okay, so look at example 2. Condense log 3 plus 3 log 4 minus log 6. Okay, so what do you think is the first thing you're going to do? You're going to be like working backwards. What's the first thing you do?
Swing
the 3.
Yeah.
Right, that's right. Okay, all right. But instead of forward swinging, now you're back swinging. Makes sense? Okay, so now you're going to do a back swing. You're exactly right. That's what you do. You back swing that 3. Okay. So you're going to write down log 3, right? Plus log 4 to the third power. You got it. Log 4 to the third power minus log 6. Exactly. So you guys understand this. Okay, now look, 4 to the third power. How much is 4 to the third power?
64.
64. Okay, 64. So log 3 plus log 64 minus log 6. Okay, now, all right, now let me ask you this. Okay, do you read from left to right or from right to left? Left to right, yeah. If you're normally you read from left to right, correct? So you get math. Okay, so we're going from left to right. So look, log 3 plus log 64. That means log what? 3 times 64. So what's 3 times 64? 192. We're going to write down log 192 minus log 6, right?
Why would you combine them?
You know how to combine them, right?
No, not that. Combine like the log and all.
Because addition means multiplication.
Oh.
That's these properties with it. Okay, everybody good. Okay, now what does the subtraction mean? Division. So it's going to be log 192 divided by 6. So we're going to do that. What's 192 divided by 6? 32. So we're going to write down what? Log 32, right? That's the answer. You convinced? All right, so what do you think is the first thing you do? You're going to condense this, all right? All right, you're going to distribute the 2, okay? You're going to distribute the 2. So this is going to be 2 log 3 of 20 minus 2 log 3 of 4, right? Plus 0.5 log 3 of 4. So that's the first thing. We're going to distribute that 2 to make it look like stuff that we're used to seeing, all right? Okay, now we're talking about what you just finished seeing. Okay, so what's the next thing we do? Back swing. How many things are you going to back swing? Try again. 3. Right, we're going to back swing this 2, and that 0.5. So through triple back swing, okay, you understand? Okay, so here we go. We're going to triple back swing. Okay, like this. Pull this down a little bit. Oops. Okay, everybody good? Okay, let's go to the next part now. I know, what do you think you do next? Let's say, again.
20 squared is.
Now, find out what 20 squared is. What's 20 squared? 400. What's 4 squared? 16. What's 4 to the 0.5 power? It's 2, right? Which means square root of 4, right? That's exactly right. So you do that next. So it's 400 minus log 3 of 16, okay, plus log 3 of 2, right? So now you got that. Okay, now, all right, now that's what we just finished talking about, right? So you're going to read from right to left or left to right? Left to right. So you're going to do what? Log 3, 400 divided by 16. So how much is 400 divided by 16? 25. Okay, so now I'm going to write down log 25 plus log of 2. Log 3 of 25 plus log 3 of 2, right? That's great. Okay, log 3 of 2, right? Okay, all right, now what are you going to do next? Multiply. So now I'm going to do log 3 of 25 times 2, or log 3 of, and that's your answer. Log 3 of 50 is your answer. There you go. You got it. Look at that. You guys, you're going to write that. Log base 3 of 8 is, okay, now, here's what you're going to do. Draw a division line, right? And you put a log on the top, and you put a log on the bottom. Okay, now look at these two numbers, 3 and 8. One number is higher than the other, right? So which one's the higher number? The 8. So then the 8 would go where? On the top. Which one's the lower number? The 3. So the 3 would go on the bottom as well. It's really hard. That's exactly how you do it. 8 goes on the top, 3 goes on the bottom, right? Okay, now you go punch it in the calculator. So go log 8 divided by log 3 in the calculator. Like these probably like super easy to do. You can get these done like in just a minute or so. These are all so what you get?
1.89.
1.89? Is everybody getting that? You got it. And the answer is 1.89. Perfect. You got it. That's how easy this is. I know it's like ridiculously simple. Okay.
That's it.